Hey, what's up? I'm Joel Madden, and this is Artist Friendly. On this episode, I'll be talking to singer, songwriter, and producer Griff. Let's go.
I don't want no bad times. I don't want to have bad.
Sometimes it's like there's not enough space for a conversation to breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
And like what I think is interesting is like if we met at a festival and we were both playing, we would likely have this conversation.
Yeah, it's
if
good.
we got the time.
Yeah, it's good.
And like I think artists have a lot to share, and the people listening are likely either aspiring artists themselves, or people trying to do things in the world. And I think that artists, we have one of the hardest paths to success. It's so hard.
Yeah.
You know, it just is.
Yeah.
To like make it.
Yeah, I know.
And then when you make it, it's kind of like one of those, you're one of one.
Yeah.
Even though it feels like there's tons of artists out there, there's way more people trying to be artists, trying to make it, than people succeeding at it.
Yeah.
And that's just the reality of how hard it is to make
it
with art.
I know. Because wait, when did you start? Sorry, I know this is supposed to be.
No, this is the vibe.
Quick context.
I started in 1996.
Wow.
95.
Yeah.
But I started my band in 96.
Yeah.
And then started what I would say is like the second chapter of my career has been like building music focused companies.
Okay, yeah.
So we have a music company, we have a music media company. So we have a few businesses that are all around music. That was in like 2014.
Okay.
So I kind of stopped touring the way we were for so many years.
Yeah, I see.
And started like focusing on
I see.
working with artists.
Yeah, I see.
Which I really enjoy.
Yeah. Definitely a different landscape now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, for me it was more like I had kids.
How many do you have?
I have 2 kids.
Right.
14 and 16.
Damn. You're nearly there.
Yeah.
You got like 4 more years
Almost.
and then you can.
Yeah. And I saw, I think from like 0 to 5 I was still touring, and it was really hard to like create like a family, a functional family that like felt like it was better for them. And I didn't have like a real solid familial foundation. So I was like, I'm only really going to get to do this once in life to try and be a good dad, build a family type thing. Not to say you can't do that on the road. I couldn't.
I don't know. It's hard.
It's too conflicted.
I think now the whole you can have everything thing is like nice, and I like the ambition of it, but there is also just like real sacrifice to it.
Real sacrifice. I missed things like first steps and first words.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't get that back, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that I can be there for. So that was the whole shift, was just like, let's go try to be in one place and build a life there. Because you know how it is. You have to tour.
Yeah.
If you really want to make it with this, you got to be all in.
Yeah.
And it's a real sacrifice.
Yeah. Because how many years of touring would that have been for you?
15 years.
That's mental.
And you know, like back then when it was in the late 90s, things didn't travel. So it wasn't like social media. Everyone saw what you were doing. So you were just touring all the time.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You really couldn't be in a few places at once.
You couldn't take content, distribute it out. And like, but still, even now, you still have to tour like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it is.
Yeah,
you just have to, it's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
How many birthdays have you missed?
Too many.
Your friends? How many weddings? How many?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just miss everything.
I know.
You're just gone.
I know. It's mad.
Where should we start?
I don't know.
With you.
With
Do you
me?
want to start where you started? How old are you?
23. Just turned 23.
Very young.
Thanks. It feels
Very
like I'm
accomplished.
getting on in pop terms, but yeah.
Listen, in the music business, if you say, oh, very young, you're like a 16-year-old pop star.
Yeah.
But that to me is like very dangerous. When you think about it, if you said, oh, the music I was making when I was 16, that's not the music you want everyone to like
Definitely not.
get to know you for now.
Yeah, it's true.
So the pop success is dangerous sometimes.
Yeah, it's true.
When you get older and you're like, God, I wish everyone would just listen to what I'm making now because I'm fucking seasoned and I have.
Yeah.
But 23 is still super young to have accomplished what you have.
Thanks.
Because think about it. I mean, I meet 23-year-olds all the time that are still trying to figure out what they want to do. And they went to college and maybe they thought they had a plan.
Yeah.
when I hear your music, it feels very focused. It feels very definite.
That's cool to hear.
You know?
Thank you. Yeah, I like that.
Especially I was listening to Astronaut.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Like made me teary eyed.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm really proud of how that one came out.
I could have an hour-long conversation about that song.
We can do that.
Well, I don't want to
We'll
get
get
into
there.
it yet because
Okay.
I went on a whole.
Okay.
My mind was going on that.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about relationships when I was listening to that song. Is it about a relationship?
Yeah.
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 Feels like that. And I was thinking, like, does anyone get out of a relationship without getting hurt ever?
And yeah, probably. No, I don't think it's possible.
I just think it's just
I think
life.
that's just human nature. Yeah. I think it's part of what comes with the deal. Yeah.
That's what that was making me think about.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like that song because I try and not write too specifically about romance either. I think it can, to me, that song can be both like platonic, romantic, about family, you know?
Any relationship. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
yeah.
like, is there any relationship in your life that
Yeah.
you have that doesn't come with
No,
pain?
I don't think so.
It doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter how
Yeah.
close you are with your mom or your
Yeah.
dad or your friend or you fall in love with someone or you build a life with someone.
Yeah.
They all just come with layers and layers of different kinds of
Yeah, exactly.
emotional
Yeah, because there's give and take, and either can hurt at different stages for sure.
growth is pain.
Yeah,
You can be in a long relationship. It still can be painful,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's so complex.
Yeah, I know. Every day, I guess, a relationship is like showing up and choosing someone. And in doing that, yeah.
But even like that song, when I was listening to it, I was thinking with Astronaut, you could be talking about a relationship you're still in.
Yeah.
You could be talking about a moment in the relationship. You could be talking, there's so many ways you could take that
Yeah,
and apply it to the way you feel sometimes in a relationship.
definitely.
And in any relationship, it's really crazy. I was listening to that. It hit me. That song hit me.
Oh,
Felt
I'm
like
so
you
glad.
really captured a feeling that everybody feels at some point in every relationship.
That's so cool to hear.
Great.
So that's the aim. That's the aim when I write songs, you know, that everyone can kind of listen and relate.
How'd you write it?
I was by myself in the English countryside in between touring, in this kind of log cabin thing, and I started writing it on piano, and I had that lyric just kind of came to me, the chorus lyric of "You said you needed space, go on an astronaut." And then I guess I've always been a bit afraid of ballads because in my head, the greatest ballads are so hard to like compete with. So my natural instinct is to then produce it up and like put loads of production around it. And so the version that I had for a while and was going to put out is a very different version. It was like heavy drums and spacey synths and stuff. And then it was when I toured with Coldplay and I played it to Chris Martin, and then he was like, you should strip that one back and slow it down. And I think what happens, especially with me and when I'm doing the production and the writing as well, when I live with a song for so long, you just add and add and add, and you almost over-egg the pudding. And I think, thank God that's what Chris heard with it. And then I just kind of asked if he wouldn't mind helping me finish it off and play the piano. And I think he definitely has a very Chris Martin flair of playing the piano, which is beautiful and I think really suited the song. So
Yeah, he's got like a feel.
he does, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what happened.
It's great.
Thanks.
It's hard to get that. It's hard to get ballads, and you got
It's
it on
hard.
that.
It's really hard, yeah. I mean, yeah, my favorite ballads from like, you know, Adele to Sam to Ed, you know,
best.
like it's the best. So I think that's why I think my initial instinct was not to keep it on piano because it's easier to hide in other gimmicks and things. But yeah,
Yeah, sometimes those gimmicks are fun too, like
Yeah,
in the right
totally.
spots.
Totally.
But like that song, I fucking love it, man. I love it.
Really means
I
a lot.
really think that like also you can let that one go.
yeah.
You can just let it live.
Yeah, I hope so, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's when you get a recording like that where you have a song that like doesn't matter what year it is, doesn't matter. Just let it live.
Yeah.
Because those are the songs that find their way in really cool ways.
Yeah.
Like, of course, you can promote it and you can do what you can do to push it out to the world. But I would say, like, those are ones you can trust.
That's cool to hear
Let
because
it live.
when songs have been such like a labor of love and they're so close to your heart, you always feel like, have I done enough to put it out there in the world? And I guess actually Chris said something very similar when we were writing. He was like, good music will just find its way. So
Let it live.
it'll be okay. Yeah.
It'll surprise you.
Yeah, I hope so, yeah.
We also live in a real instant gratification time. Almost like we put something out and then we start watching the metrics.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like watching fucking paint dry or water drop in a bucket.
I know, it's crazy.
It'll drive you nuts.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Well, some songs feel like you have to because they're like, again, like there may be like a what feels like a time sensitive gimmick.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be now. Yeah.
I don't say a gimmick in a bad way. Like I've done
there's
gimmicks
a time and
before,
place. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And then there's sometimes just a song that you just put out, let it live. And it might be 10 years from now, or it might be 20 years, or it might be 2 years, or it might be 2 months.
Yeah.
You can count on it living and breathing.
Yeah, those ones just require patience and peace with whatever they do, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like hippy dippy.
No, I think it's good. It's true. Because right now, especially in the pop sphere, you are so chasing the language around everything that it is to be a new artist right now is so...
It's hard.
It's so counter what you're saying. It's like, what are the stats now? And how are we growing now? And yeah, it's a lot.
How do you like manage that?
I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I don't know if I'm managing it very well. I guess I have to. I'm so grateful that I am so close and first and foremost a songwriter.
Yeah.
Because I think it means that I can actually. I actually don't have it in my like. I don't have it in me to be the stat influencer kid. Yeah. So even at my best, I can't. You'd have to look somewhere else or sign something else if you really want that. So I think probably in my bones, I actually just can't be your internet kid that you need me to be. So I think that's probably how I manage it. It's like, well, there's only so far we can go here in terms of like chasing something viral because what I do is write songs. So yeah. 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 But it's still hard. Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's really hard.
It's overwhelming.
It's the pressure now, and it's like, it's like no one knows how to define success now either. It's like, is it?
I feel like the modern music career or what it means to to choose this as a lifestyle and a job, it culturally kind of like ebbs and flows and changes. So I've seen like, when streaming came along.
Yeah, that must have been mad for you guys.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It was like everything died.
Were you up for it? Or were you like, what the fuck is this?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was emotionally equipped to think. I feel like I was at a different time emotionally, like with my own like personal growth. And so I think like, I just remember it being like, everyone said that like the world was ending. And I think we're raised as a species to think of like doom and gloom as like everyone's always been fascinated with like the end of the world. So I think we all have a core belief in us that it's possible that the world's going to end. Yeah. And it's not.
I know we love catastrophizing.
Right?
Catastrophizing? Yeah.
We catastrophize everything and everything. So when you're predisposed for this idea that the world can end and that things end abruptly and that it's like, and that it's not a cause and effect world and that also that we don't just soldier on and life goes on. Yeah. So when it was all happening at the time and everyone was like, the music industry's dead. Yeah. We felt it too. Like everything just went like over a short period of time, everything just went.
Yeah, I imagine so.
And then social media comes and there's this new crop of people speaking to the world. And you're like, how do I do that? What do I do there?
Yeah. Were you angry at the new kids coming through like on social media and stuff? Or was it like, they still can't tour like us? Like, our tickets and everything is still where the power is. Like, did it feel like a power shift or no?
I wasn't in a place where I felt powerful. Really? So I didn't feel like, I've always been curious and interested in people. And so when someone new comes along, I was more likely to be like, oh, wow, that's cool. I wonder if I could do that.
That's cool. That's a really cool quality. I mean? Yeah.
I've never felt like I sat in a position where I thought I was the one. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I always felt like I was participating in like a theme park.
That's cool.
And like it was a big fun world full of like different kinds of rides,
That's cool.
And everyone had their own.
That's a great way of looking at it. I guess being in a band is also a good way of keeping that headspace.
Yeah, you're in with all these other people, and there's a lot of people. It's like a marriage with 5 people, and everyone has equity, so they're all. So at the time when the music industry really changed over, it was like 2010, 11, 12, 13, those years.
Yeah.
And before that was like the early days of streaming, but when it really just all went there, and it felt like it felt like everything was dead. It really did at the time, dude. Kind of felt like, and you were told that too.
Yeah.
So it felt like, is this the end?
But that kind of then was like coming to the end for you, because that was when you said you moved on to doing more business stuff.
That was part of it.
Yeah,
probably.
Wow. Maybe, yeah.
But the real music cuts through. When I heard your music, I was like, oh, a songwriter.
Good. I like that.
You can hear the songwriting in there. You
like
can hear the musicality of it.
Great, thank you.
It's hard to fake that. Can't do that.
Thanks. I'm glad you could hear that.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to hear. So I think
That's cool.
it might take a little. It can feel like a longer, more winding road, but it's worth going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I think
so.
I think it's really worthwhile what you're doing, what the music you're putting out and what you're doing is it's a good path.
Okay, I'll stay on it
You
for
know?
a while. Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
What do you think about Coldplay? You obviously like Coldplay.
Yeah, I mean, Coldplay are like this huge thing that is so big and have soundtracked our lives that it's almost like, I don't know, I don't think I feel like we're all subconscious fans.
Yeah.
And then it's only when you go to the show and you go, oh my God, there are so many songs here.
Yeah.
And you're like, these guys are insane. Yeah, it's the best show I've ever been to, because you see humanity on that scale experiencing so much joy. And I think it is like, it's the most powerful, like you can see it's the most powerful 2 hours that everyone in that room is experiencing and has experienced for a really long time. Because like collective joy on that scale is so hard to find and see. So yeah, it was a real like privilege to be a part of it for like a month or two.
It's like those moments when you realize, like, when the songs are all put together.
Yeah.
And you realize how many moments of our collective lives we've shared in different ways with these songs.
Yeah.
And then you also realize, like, a really good song, a guy could sit down at a piano and sing the song, regardless of how it was recorded.
Exactly, yeah.
To me, that's a through line through all music for a good song.
Yeah, I agree.
Someone could be in a hotel lobby playing a song, and it's nice.
I agree.
Whether the version of the song, whatever, but like you can hear it and just it's soothing because there's these songs that live throughout time.
Yeah.
We don't even remember which Coldplay song was the biggest.
No, exactly, yeah.
Or which moment of our life that song was around.
Yeah.
Living in the ethos.
Yeah.
It's like a soothing old friend.
Exactly. And it's these like really universal melodies. And actually their lyrics are quite unconventional, but it's only when you zoom in also to some of the things Chris writes and you're like, that's wild.
Yeah.
Like, what is he talking about in Viva La Vida? Like, here Jerusalem bells are ringing. Like, but the melody is almost just so euphoric and like universal that they just feel right and classic, which is a hard thing to do. Yeah.
If you look out there and you see like a career that you love, who would you say has, like, from the outside, a career that you really like admire, that if you could in some way, shape, or form have a similar path, who would that be?
That's hard. I think Lorde right now is doing something really cool where it's like she walks the line of pop in such a beautiful way and has such a cult following and almost doesn't have to really tap into all of the like fads of now because it's just like it's Lorde. Like I think Frank Ocean seems to have the most ideal life. It's like he can just come in and come out again. Yeah. With demand never leaving. That to me seems super ideal. And I admire Taylor and her career just in how consistent she's been and how she's managed to reach such scale over and over again and also stay so close to the songwriting process. Mm-hmm. But I also look at the size of her career now and I'm like, wow, girl, that's a lot.
It's a special person that can handle that.
That's a lot, yeah. So I'm trying to think who else
I'm a big Taylor fan.
Yeah, you big Swiftie?
Yeah.
She's insane.
I just love I like how fearless she is and how she rolls. She's just fucking doing it.
She is,
and she's feels like someone who truly just bets on themselves.
100%,
I think of Adele.
Yeah, I agree.
Like she's had.
Yeah, totally. Just like real, like from the heart songs that just
from
speak
the
to
heart. True artist.
Yeah.
Does what she feels
Yeah.
when she feels it,
Yeah.
and she's patient.
Yeah.
She'll wait till she feels like it's right.
Yeah.
Like it feels very
Totally.
true.
Yeah.
You know, as big as she is, it doesn't feel like that's the thing she's trying to maintain.
No.
It feels like she's searching for the next record.
Yeah, exactly. And
And
when
like
that's ready, it comes.
When you can um when you can hold what's the word? When you can resist the pressure of the size.
Yeah.
And stay focused on the art is
Yeah.
when I think you can stay
Yeah, I agree.
an artist.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's really hard.
It's really hard. And I think you also earn your right to get to that point, to be able to disappear and then come back.
It's like feeling it.
Yeah, it's like, it's funny because I guess from the outside, I'll probably look at all of those artists and go like, wow, you guys can just come in and come out when the art is ready and go and back yourselves 100%. But I'm sure when you zoom in that there were a lot of early years of hustle where, yeah, I guess they've earned that right to be able to do that, which is cool.
Yeah, I think it's something like you work so hard to get noticed.
Yeah.
And then you work so hard to have success.
Yeah.
And then you're battling against fear the whole time. Like, will this just go away? Because it does feel like magic.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not magic. It's
No, it does.
trying.
Yeah.
But it can feel like, is this just going to be gone?
Especially with music, because music is like not tangible.
Yeah.
So it's like we're all revolving around this product that is not even a physical, tangible thing. It's just like, you know, the song didn't exist 2 hours ago. Now I've made a song, and now that song could be the one. Like, we're chasing after this such an intangible thing. So it really does feel like magic in a way. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, let's say Adele, when you get to the size of those records and all around the world, people to hold out that pressure so that you can go and make another record that you love, that you want to share with people. Yeah. That to me is like, if an artist can do that, that's what I think she does.
Yeah,
I think
it's real control.
I think she's with each record, because I'm a huge fan of Adele. I think she pushes back all of that pressure of being Adele and makes a record, sits down and writes a song and digs, and it isn't done until it's done. Yeah,
I agree.
You know?
I agree. Which I guess when you admire, and I've grown up on artists like Adele, to me that was always how it was. Like to me it was like that was a given. And then it was just funny, I guess, coming into this and almost starting to write my first album now and stuff and being like, oh no. To me it was always like, yeah, when it's ready, it'll be ready. But there are so many other factors where everyone's like, yoo-hoo, come now, like now. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this there's a real treadmill that you're having to fight.
Or you get a great song and everyone's like, let's go. And
you're like, oh no, but it's not all ready yet. Yeah.
The body of work isn't complete.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's something to look at.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll never feel like it's,
you
know, as an artist, you'll always, if you stare too long, you'll start to rip it apart. Mm-hmm. But like, there's a feeling of like, I think this is done.
Yeah.
I think that's really hard to do.
Yeah, really hard. Yeah.
But you strike me as one of those, when I hear your music, it strikes me as like artistic songwriting. Like I said, I don't think there's a time clock ticking, especially when you're putting out songs like Astronaut. I think it's like, trust that.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'll try. It's hard. It's like a daily thing, isn't it? To know.
Yeah.
Know when to hold out, know when something's finished. Like it's basically all an exercise of like understanding your own gut, and like it's a tricky thing to learn, but yeah. It
is. It's crazy.
Yeah.
When did you start?
I probably started writing songs around like 12-ish. I always loved music, grew up in church, and then I think I started like teaching myself how to produce kind of when I was like maybe 14, 15.
You started producing?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. My dad got my brother Logic, and so I'd just jump on it when he wasn't using it and try and produce my own songs. And I just loved the idea that I could bounce out a song and listen to it on my way to school and then go home and work on it and realize the snare was too loud, and like that was a really fun process for me.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah, so
listening
good.
Listening to the song when it's done.
Yeah, there was so much joy in that, and it was really only for me and like between me and my own headphones. So I did that for like pretty much all of my like secondary school, what we would call secondary school years. Yeah, making music.
Did you grow up in London?
Just outside, like a tiny suburb, just outside. So it's very much so countryside village. There's like 5,000 people in my village. It's not a lot.
Okay. That's like where I grew up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it was definitely very, quiet and quintessentially British and country.
Lovely British countryside.
Lovely British country.
Where near? Like, what's it called?
It's called Kings Langley. Its nearest town is Watford, and Watford's nearest. Yeah, Watford's maybe like 40 minutes drive into London.
Okay.
Yeah, just outside the M25, the big motorway. Yeah.
And your parents were like musical?
Mum, no. Dad, musical. Never pursued it like as a career.
Right.
But like very much, Dad's Jamaican, very much so grew up in like Brixton, like South London, West Indian scene, which was so much about music. And yeah, he's got an amazing voice. I mean, he's an amazing gospel singer, but
oh wow,
but only ever sung in church and didn't really pursue it. He works in like IT now, but I guess that was probably the foundations for there being so much music in the house. Yeah.
It's funny how a lot of musicians grow up singing like in church.
Yeah.
It was the same. Like I went to church a lot, and
yeah,
that's where the music was. I mean, the first guitar and bass that me and my brother got were a guy in church from like the musical whatever gave them to us.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's something. I do think there's something. I think there's a few reasons for that. Like, I think there's something just about practically hearing music every week and being exposed to live music all the time. I think there's something about a community experiencing music on a spiritual level, which I think plants seeds in a lot of kids and creatives. And then on maybe a fluffier, deeper level, I think the church and if God is our creator and there's that he's the ultimate creator, then creativity should flow from that. And so I think there maybe is something divine in the fact that the church has planted seeds of so many creatives and musicians. So yeah, like, that's my theory.
I think like half
of
all musicians started somewhere in like a religious space.
And I think those who probably haven't have been impacted without even realizing it. You know? So yeah, it's interesting.
So I think religion gets kind of construed or something, and it's not in an intentional way where I think people are people, right? So no matter any of our intentions, like going back to like, in no relationship is without pain, including the relationship you have with any group of people, wherever you're interfacing with people on a deeper level and building relationships, there's going to be misunderstandings and there's going to be miscommunication and there's going to be some kind of pain, right? And so I think in faith, we're trying to follow God or a higher power, but we tend to end up following people, and then that's where it gets broken because we disappoint one another.
Yeah. It's inevitably a messy affair. Yeah.
If you take that away though, and you go like, okay, the basis of faith is like this optimistic view of the future. There's a lot of good things there. And then when you bring music in, because it's such a core part of that experience, it makes sense to me that artists would be born out of that. Because I find most artists, even though we may struggle with our interpersonal relationship with ourselves, or like artists, we can be moody and we can be emotional and we can be all the things. We're optimistic people.
Yeah.
We're aiming up. We're making art and looking upwards, trying to make the world a prettier place, a better place.
Definitely.
When there's a problem in the world, artists come and they all try to.
Definitely.
I was watching that documentary, the We Are the World documentary.
I've been told I need to watch this.
So good.
It's only just come out, right?
Just came out. It's on Netflix.
I need to watch it, yeah.
It's like a 24-hour peek into that real moment when all these incredible artists came together.
Yeah, insane.
And it was all like very last minute thrown together. They all just showed up. Yeah. It was amazing. But then seeing that and getting a glimpse into that real life, all these artists are together. You see what artists really are.
Definitely, yeah.
And it's like a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Having fun, and trying to make the world a better place.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but and there's so much, I think, power in numbers as well.
What kind of music did you grow up with outside of church? You said your dad's Jamaican. A lot of reggae and stuff.
No, he hated reggae.
Oh wow.
My dad always says, I don't know whether this is what my dad says. He's like, with like definitely in that scene with Jamaicans, especially in London. there was kind of a choice whether you were like a reggae head or whether you were like a soul and like a Soul Train head. And I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if other if everyone else would say that is the way it is, but that's always what my dad said to me. And he was like, I think also he grew up on reggae, and maybe
that was his church music.
That was his church music, exactly. And I think he was all reggae'd out by the time he had me. So I think what spoke to him was like soul and R&B, and so that's kind of what.
Good soul in England, like that northern soul.
Yeah,
there's such good soul music.
Yeah, so he only had like a few CDs lying around, but it was a mix of like, you know, Stevie Wonder, and I had like a Whitney Houston CD that I loved. And
I love Whitney Houston.
But then there was also gospel, like Kirk Franklin and Mary Mary.
Wow.
Michael Jackson was very big to my dad. So yeah, it's a mix.
I grew up with Stevie Wonder too.
Yeah.
And I love Whitney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got a real kind of R&B and soul.
Yeah.
But good pop.
Good pop still, definitely. I think without realizing it, I'd always resonate with the most poppy bits as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of what I was growing up around. Yeah.
Do you live in London now?
Yeah, I just moved in.
That's good.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it. I always wanted to, because where I grew up was it was so small town. And then it was only it was small things like just getting on the tube, I realized like, oh, there are people that look like me, and this is a whole different universe. Suddenly just stepping on a train, I entered a whole new world, which was London, and that was really inspiring for me. So yeah, I've been wanting to move in for a very long time.
So as opposed to where you lived, was it not as
super white? Yeah, super white. Yeah, we stood out like a sore thumb. Yeah,
right.
I mean, it's rare that you ever even see like I mean, now I guess it's getting more multicultural, but especially, I don't know why I'm saying back then, like I'm an old woman, but
it's kind of back then. I mean, for you, it's back then.
Especially for my parents' generation.
Early 2000s.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Late 90s.
Early 2000s, yeah. But even for my parents, when they were getting together, like to see a Jamaican and a Chinese woman together was pretty unheard of. So then taking that and plopping it in a very, very white middle class village was like, a funny sight. Yeah. Yeah. What's
that like growing up?
I don't know. You don't know any different, do you? So it's funny almost reflecting on it now. But growing up, I guess I just was very used to, I didn't know anything else but being very different and being completely on the outside. And I think the mixed race experience it's quite a universal thing where you don't belong in any group either. Mm-hmm. So I think if I was to summarize it's probably that we were always just very, very different. And so I was just very used to that feeling of never quite fitting in any way. Whether that was just cultural, the way mum disciplined us, beauty, standards, the whole shebang. It was just like, okay, well, I don't fit into anything. So you'd go to school and very much so just like play along, but you knew that you couldn't really fit into what all the other kids were, how they were growing up. So yeah.
But this is the interesting thing. This is why I think about it, because you're an artist and you've got this, you've had this experience where you've become you. You were always you, but you grew into this, it feels like anyways, someone who like knows themselves. They're writing songs, they're putting it out. To put your art out into the world takes a lot of self-confidence, regardless of you have to force yourself almost to be confident enough.
I think so. I don't know. I think about it now and I'm like, some days I'm like, yeah, it's self-confidence, and some days I'm like, and it's kind of what you were talking about. It's like, or is it just a whole 20-something years worth of really wanting approval,
right?
And then maybe that's
both.
How it's all formed into this weird career that I'm pursuing, where it's like, yeah, I'm super confident in my ideas, but also that maybe there's a fraction of me that will always really want a sense of approval, because that was something that I craved and could never ever satisfy. I don't know. I'd have to speak to a psychologist about it.
But it's all the things that make you that are why you stand out in the world, and why it feels like,
I guess so, yeah.
It's special.
I guess.
Right? When you tell me about your family, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But growing up, I could see how.
Yeah, it was not cool. I mean, there were so many layers to it. It was the cultural thing. It was the Christian thing. That was not cool.
Right.
And then we started fostering, and then that was, not that wasn't cool, but then that was also chaos, because it's like, okay, now my family really does not look like everyone else's.
So your parents fostered kids?
Yeah, so from about 8 years old, different kids in care came to live with us. So
wow.
Yeah, our family really did not look like a postcard. Yeah.
And that comes with a whole lot of different
Yeah.
challenges, right?
Yeah, definitely. It was fun. It was like, I mean, we still do it. It's a lively household, but yeah.
How many kids would you say your parents fostered over the course of your life?
Definitely 20 plus, 20 to 30 kids.
That's a lot.
A lot of kids, yeah, definitely. And they'd stay for different amounts of time. Some, but a lot of them for a year plus, 3 years for some, 4 years for some. So yeah,
That's like really God's work.
yeah. Mum's really the good, faithful steward. Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, I think she had the real revelation that was her kind of her God nudge that she.
Her calling.
Yeah, I can't remember what scripture it is, but it's like that we need to, love, the orphans and take in the fatherless, and so that was kind of her real conviction about it all.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Was that a big responsibility on you? Are you
I think I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest.
But I'm the only girl. So, yeah, I think it was without realizing it.
How many siblings do you have?
I've got 2 older brothers.
Okay.
So then I'm the youngest girl, and then foster kids came in. Yeah, it did. I think it did feel like a responsibility. I felt the responsibility to like help mum as well, because her plate was full. So I think I did step up to the big sister. Also, being the girl, you do just grow up. You're mentally a bit more emotionally aware than the boys. So I think there was a sense of like stepping up and like looking after
more
the
mature,
kids.
for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And because there was so much on mum's plate at that time, you do just pick up where things need to be picked up. So it's like you just fend for yourself. I think a bit earlier.
But you're not a selfish person.
Yeah, I mean we all are, but
I don't think you could possibly be.
Yeah.
Whether you want to be or not, if you're living in an environment where over time you're being of service to people, regardless of like if you're helping with this or that, you're helping somewhere because you're functioning in a family. If you're actually, doesn't matter, every family, everyone has their function in the, if you're really together and you're a family and you're in a house together.
It's true, no, yeah.
You're
you can't afford, you can't afford to be individualistic at all, which is why actually I think that I sometimes struggle with the artist thing, and I always gravitated more towards the idea of being a songwriter. I always thought I'd just write songs, but not
put yourself out there as an artist.
No, I always loved the idea of, well, I don't know, it's funny because I love Julia Michaels and Sia, and I guess the thing in common is that they really started their careers in service to other people, and then to me it looked like there were the odd songs that they would just sing and put them out and they were successful, but really their identity was being a songwriter, and I always thought that was what I would first and foremost do, but I guess it hasn't happened that way yet.
I think it's too early to call.
Yeah.
I think that I see your music from I feel like I'm a pretty good, my experience gives me kind of a different view, but I'm pretty good at like looking at artists and
saying you're going to be a star.
See, well, you know what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
No, I think it's more like identifying real talent, people who are talented. Because there's a lot of ways we can get there. We don't have to have the talent as a songwriter.
Yeah.
We can have songwriters.
Yeah, totally.
We don't have to have talent as a performer if we're not a good performer. There's other ways to put together how you present the music. And then you go see someone live and it's not great because they haven't put the time in or whatever. Yeah. When you sat at the piano and you sang a song hundreds of times, 1,000 times, you're going to be able to do that in front of people if you want to.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it's
right?
true.
So that's the gut check is, do I want to?
Yeah. And
then go do it.
Yeah.
Especially if you wrote the song. If you sat down at the piano and you wrote the song, there's a connectivity there that you can't buy that.
Totally, yeah.
But talent is a real thing. It's what is someone's talent. Some people their talent is being charismatic, magnetic.
Definitely.
Stars.
Definitely.
You just can't, when they walk in the room, you're like, who's that?
Yeah, definitely.
There's something about, so there's all these different aspects of what does it mean to be an artist and then a star, for lack of a better, like a someone that we all want to watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really cool and interesting to hear how you grew up because then it makes sense to me that I would listen to that song and feel some depth.
Yeah.
And then also someone who's had to go through life and figure out how to be themselves against the odds of this larger group.
I guess so, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you could say statistically, we're all against some odds in some way, shape, or form, right? I always try to pull out things that help people kind of like do more of that. Learn how to be yourself. You only get to be you. You don't get to be, that's the thing is I don't get to be Chris Martin. I wish I wrote those songs.
Oh, I know. Wouldn't it be good?
God, it looks fun. It looks like that.
Like a great time.
That career looks amazing to me.
Yeah, I know.
And I look around at all these careers, especially at Grammy time, right? It's such an interesting time.
I know. Being here around the Grammys really makes you self-reflect. Yeah.
It's all kinds of things. It's really great when you watch and you're like, that's aspirational. And then part of it's kind of dark.
Yes, it's like, so much of it's dark. I couldn't watch it.
I'm such a loser.
I know. I couldn't watch it on TV.
Yeah, like it's hard for artists to sit because we all want to be at the party. We at the core, I think we do.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we all want to be on stage and make it and sing our song.
Definitely.
But I kind of like analyze always. I'm just analyzing like, how does that feel? What does that feel like? And then I wonder how everyone else is feeling, and I wonder how it feels to be them. And I think about like careers, right? You see all these amazing careers, and it's inspirational. That's why we started. We saw it, and we're like, I think I could do that.
Yeah.
The key, though, is for everyone, whether it's you and your music career, me and my career, or someone listening who's starting a t-shirt company, is you have to follow your real feelings, and you only get to be you. So you don't get to have anyone else's career.
Yeah.
You can only kind of aspire to that size
so
or something, or the metrics for success we look at.
Yeah.
But like the real power is learning how to do what you do and be the best at doing what you do.
Yeah.
Which is you.
Yeah.
Which is why it's so important that you're from where you're from, your family, like growing up with your parents in a house, fostering kids. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
In like a great way.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can only imagine the amount, you don't even think about it. The amount of problems, challenges, emotions, life moments, real life moments where you can feel that you're alive.
Yeah, definitely.
Or that someone's in pain or someone's happy or all the spectrum of things you could feel when you're in a large group of people that are all having their own experience.
Yeah.
And sharing it together.
Yeah.
You'll write songs forever.
Hopefully.
Because it's such a deep well.
I think so. Yeah, definitely. High threshold of pain, definitely, growing up. But in a good way, yeah.
Well, that's also why I think a lot of artists, we come from poverty.
Yeah.
So that was probably my biggest challenge, was money always.
100%, yeah.
Every $20 felt like impossible.
Yeah, yeah.
So there was a deep need. But then it's also that could be my weakness too. It could be my strength that I come from that and then I made it out. But it can also be my weakness because I can behave still like I need.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I have to watch out for.
Yeah, interesting. If all of this pain births really good artists, then like what does that then look like for us in letting ourselves also be happy and stuff? Like then does suddenly the art become less exciting, and do we allow ourselves that, or do we just self-implode for the sake of digging deeper?
Everybody asks that.
Good songs, yeah.
Every artist 9 out of 10 artists I talk to go, I'm worried that if I'm happy, I won't be able to make good art. I think that's a lie.
You do?
I do. I think that artists have the ability to feel in touch with the emotion.
Yeah.
So because we come from a lot of places of pain, that's the one we know.
Yeah.
I think that joy, happiness, contentment are new experiences for a lot of artists. And I think that's why a lot of artists do drugs. This is what I think.
Tell me.
I could be wrong. I think they struggle to be happy because they fear that happiness comes with almost like a loss of talent. Or
I worry that it comes with complacency.
Or complacency, like the need that I feel.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's true. I think that you have to give yourself the opportunity to build a relationship with contentment, joy, happiness, the same way you have a relationship with sadness, loss, all the things. Yeah. And I think that will open up a new room in the house that like your art has never been in before. And I think that you have to give yourself, like, that's why I think time and space are, and living your real life and making the music and the art in relationship to that are important. But it's part of being like a artist.
Yeah.
I think just feeling deeply and coming from any kind of like, you absolutely have a relationship with suffering and pain if you were fostering kids, because they all come from pain.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. That to me is like the most interesting thing, is like, wow. So you as a kid had to share people's pain and their suffering, and you had to empathize.
Big time. Big time. Especially when you got to share your own mum, you know.
Yeah.
And
you're supporting your mom in her mission.
Yeah, yeah.
And your dad, you're watching you're watching all these people take on this work that is selfless.
Yeah.
And important.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was interesting.
That's crazy.
I know. When you're a kid, but that's also the beauty of kids as well. They're so robust. You learn that with fostering. Yeah. And I guess I see that in myself and in all the kids that come. That doesn't matter how how much pain there has been, that you become kids are such a sponge to love and stability, that once that's there, you do just get on with it, and they bounce back very quickly. And I probably see that in myself and in the kids we looked after.
That's very English to
What?
There's like a very English thing about like, bounce back.
Bounce back, come on.
Let's go.
Come on, no time for mess, no time for inconvenience. Let's go.
It's strong.
Yeah, keep up appearances. No, there wasn't so much sense. But that, I guess that is quite a British thing. But also very like, I guess with...
Also with life, you have to.
Life, yeah. I think also from, again, this is becoming all about my childhood. But yeah, my mum and I guess her upbringing with being an immigrant, the Vietnamese War, everything. It's like she jumped classes. And so I guess I also saw that it was just like, you just keep going, you survive, you know?
There's a lot of layers.
A lot of layers, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
There is something about success, though, about the people who can get back up fastest.
Yeah.
Tend to succeed.
Yeah.
People who can recover quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
I think about that a lot. I got better at that in my 30s.
Yeah.
In moving through things quickly.
Yeah.
And what could be perceived as failures aren't really, it's just information.
I like that.
And kind of moving quickly through it.
Yeah, I like that.
Taking the information in, filing it in the either we deal with it now or we'll deal with it later.
100%.
Maybe this is good. We'll see.
Yeah.
And kind of just getting back up quick.
Yeah.
There's something about that.
Definitely. There's like a resilience about it. Yeah.
When are you going to be done the record?
When's it done?
Yeah. Is it done now?
I'm handing it in at like kind of, I don't know, I keep pushing the deadline, but it's being done now.
Feels done?
Pretty much, yeah. It's done, yeah. Pretty much.
Feel good about it?
I don't know. Yeah, I do. I feel like I've lived with it for a long time. It's been a harder process than I ever thought it would be. I'm excited almost to make the next one because I think I've learned a lot in this process. But yeah, it feels good. It feels done.
Did you collaborate with anyone?
I did. I mean, a very small amount of people. There's Lost Boy, who's a producer in London, and a guy called Seba, who I wrote Black Hole with. A producer called Konji, who I wrote Walk with. That's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know when this is coming out, but I'll say it. Muramasa produced on one of the songs, which is a real dream come true.
Yeah. Does it feel right, though?
Say that again?
Does it feel right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it does. It feels like... I mean, the process of it was just so interesting because I'd never written an album. Yeah. And then... I know how to write a lot of songs, but then also going on the road was like, from COVID, going on the road was a real like gear shift for me.
Yeah.
And I know what it is to like just find my corner of the room and write my own song in solitude. And I've done that for years. But then being on the road is like a different muscle that I was suddenly taken away from that process. And so I had a lot of these unfinished ideas that like, before you knew it, I had like 100 in this like Dropbox folder of just like ideas that were never finished.
First chorus.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
And I think in this process, I really just had to...
Those are great.
Those are great.
Keep them.
But then you get lost in like...
How to choose.
Because everything has potential
if
you give it the right amount of hours. And so this was a real exercise of just like, kind of separating the wheat from the chaff and figuring that out and letting in the right opinions and essentially leaning on my own and building a record from there. So yeah.
Exciting.
I think so. We'll see. Yeah.
And are you going on tour now?
Yeah, so we've got it's weird, I've done a lot of touring but not a lot of my own touring. So
right.
My actual first European tour in March.
That's great.
And then from there, I'm pretty sure I'm doing more touring that I should know about, but
that's how it
come.
is.
It'll come. Yeah.
That's how it is.
Just focus on the week, and then, you know.
Our first tours were, I mean, in the 90s, but we were opening for anyone. Anyone.
That's cool.
And I remember like all of our first tours were just opening.
Did you like that? Did you mind it?
At the time, I loved it.
Yeah.
Because no one knew who we were. So we were just...
Yeah, there's a funness about opening because the pressure's kind of not on you. They're not like your hard tickets, but you get to go out and just kind of go for it and see who you can win over. And I think there's like there's a fun challenge in that. On the scale that I've been very fortunate to do it on, it's pretty a lot as well.
Yeah, you've done it on a big scale, but
yeah.
But to me, that actually just speaks to the size of your songs.
That's cool. Yeah.
Like, so just because maybe people don't know your songs yet at the scale that I think they will, doesn't mean they're small.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
So like when I hear a song that's big,
I'm
not talking about how high it's going to chart.
How loud it is. Yeah.
I'm talking about a song that fills a space.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And when I think about the touring you've done opening for big people, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know if every
time
I got
thing.
the offer, I was like, oh my God, cool. Like,
but it's not that you should do every offer.
No.
You know,
and
like
to be fair,
it's got to be right.
Definitely. And
See,
it has
a lot of people could offer you to come on tour. And I find anyways, and I didn't have this when I was younger where I could go, oh, like what kind of artist am I? Or where should I be? I'll do anything. Because I thought that was good. That's not actually good.
Yeah.
Like making a thoughtful decision about where you think what stage you should be on is a thing.
Yeah. Definitely.
Every artist should have the right to do that, right?
Definitely,
So when I look at what you've done touring wise so far, it makes sense to me. Now, you have to go build your own touring thing and what is your show and all that is like, you can imagine it and then you can put it together and then you go do it. And then by doing it, it grows.
Yeah. You just kind of go up, play them, hope for the best and you win some people over. But it always felt right. It actually was a fun, almost A&R experience playing songs in those venues. You quickly learn what's going to work and what doesn't.
Yeah.
And now I can kind of go, we're doing a festival, this is the set. We're doing my show, this is the set. We're doing an opening crowd, these songs will work. And it fine-tunes kind of what you know will work in those rooms. You know?
I always thought that touring made our records better because you almost start writing for moments live.
Yeah, definitely.
The choruses get bigger sometimes, or like it's really important.
I feel that with all of the new stuff that's about to come, because I think all the early stuff I wrote was very bedroomy, and I actually never went to any live shows either growing up.
Right. No big arena shows.
No, didn't go to any live shows. I only started to go to live shows when I started doing music.
Why was that?
It was just not part of our of what we did. Like,
right,
I guess,
not something you guys did.
Well, I guess I was the youngest, so it's not, and I was the only girl, so it's not like I'd bring my brothers along.
Yeah.
Also, money. It wasn't like.
It's expensive.
It's expensive. My parents didn't value. I mean, recreational activities as a whole weren't a thing growing up because of money as well. So,
right.
Cinema, film, all that stuff.
Totally.
My parents valued music, luckily, because I think that was a skill. And that was almost part of the education thing that a lot of immigrant parents have.
Yeah, like you do piano lessons, violin.
Yeah, it's part of upskilling, and it's part of opening doors and opportunity, but it still is always coming back to kind of, your survival in the world and your skill. But then actual just recreational stuff had not much value.
Right.
So going to concerts just wasn't a thing. So I only started going when I started doing music. And so I think, now being around the live experience, I think it's definitely shaped the new music for sure.
Cool. We were the same.
Yeah.
We even
yeah, it's funny.
We didn't go on vacation.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's weird. We didn't do any of that stuff.
No, I know. It's just
how it was.
Thing. I know. It's just a generational thing maybe as well.
Yeah, I think it's an economic thing.
Yeah.
I think it's like, I also think now we live in a time of recreation.
Definitely.
Like social media and all that has just made recreation a big part of our lives. So we 100%. See other people doing it all the time.
So true.
It's also more accessible to do things.
So true.
It's not as expensive. Or before, when you couldn't go on like TikTok and watch a how-to
definitely
video, you didn't know how to do it.
Definitely, yeah.
So everything was kind of inaccessible to you unless it was like on a platter.
Yeah. And even then, like, you didn't know if all the other kids had been on these crazy holidays or anything. You didn't know everyone else was not doing that, I guess.
Yeah, like whether they were or they weren't, you didn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, whether they are or they aren't,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
A lot of it's not even really happening.
No, it's so true. It's all fabricated, but yeah.
Hey, you can rent
I know you can.
a jet.
A jet. I knew you were going to say that, yeah.
Set.
I know, it's crazy.
And go take pictures.
I know, it's crazy.
You can rent.
I need to do that.
You can rent cars.
I know. It's
by the hour.
Yeah, it's so true. I know.
Take some content. Shoot for the day.
100%.
Be anyone you want.
I know. What a life.
I don't hate it.
I think it's fun.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I think if you're gonna go for it, go for it. It's not something I'm gonna be spending my time doing, but I enjoy whatever you're making or whatever buzz you're getting from it. So yeah.
I think everyone deserves to be happy. If your idea of happy is creating yourself as a brand of this or that or whatever it is, everybody deserves the opportunity to do whatever the fuck they want and be happy. Where it gets messy is if they're deceiving people for some gains of some kind, that all different kinds that gets messy.
Totally.
But it's a messy thing being human.
It is, yeah. But you know, it's harmless to hire a private jet, I guess. Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does success you think feel like to you? What if you look at the next like 2 years, you're putting a record out, you're going on tour. Give me the good version.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I always feel a bit uncontent, but I don't know. I think my version of success is changing all the time. I think genuinely what gives me a kick is knowing that my peers respect and like it, and like people that I respect really like it. And so I guess in that sense I've had a small insight of what that is, you know, to be on tour with these artists. And even when someone like you comes in and says, no, the songwriting's great, like to me, I get a real kick out of just people that I respect respecting me. So I guess it would be nice to put out a record that I know people really, that I love, really love it. And I would love to be able to tour it and you know, I haven't done my own tours. I'd love to do big theatres and up from that, you know, from this record. Yeah, the metric stuff, I don't know. We'll see.
It happens.
But yeah, I think genuinely what gives me like a buzz of like, yes, is knowing that like, yeah, people I rate what I do.
That's great. It's all going to go up.
Yeah.
You're not in a spot where I can tell you right now, the energy is going up. It's not going down.
Okay. Hopefully next time we talk, I'll be like, it went crazy. It was so successful.
I think what you've done really well is found yourself.
Okay, thank you.
In the songs and in the music. And I think you just got to keep doing that.
Thanks. Yeah.
Like, you know, everybody that comes on this show, we look at it's not that I'm like a hypercritical person, but I'm a vibe person.
Yeah.
And so I look at everybody that's come on the show is like, for me, there's some reason. Like I see something and I'm like, I want to like connect with that.
Yeah.
If I look at everyone so far that's been on the show, it's like 50 some people.
Yeah.
They all have different things that make them special. And I think that's what we have to lean into. Because like I said, we only get to be ourselves. Totally. I'm not the most accomplished musician, right? I have a knack with some stuff.
Yeah.
I've found a way to be myself in my world and build out, you know, what I do. And so it's like I'm in my shop every day working on my thing.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the idea that we all have to find.
Yeah.
Is like all of our shops are different.
Yeah.
And some people find it quicker than others, and some people are better at it than others. But I think we're all on that same journey of trying to find our niche.
I agree, yeah. And I think that is in itself is something like I feel like I have to remember and not fight for, but just like you grapple with it every day. It's very easy, especially in like, I guess with pop and female pop, to slip into music that sounds quite interchangeable with anyone else. And so it's like, you got to stay really focused in trying to make sure I guess what I'm trying to say is I've intentionally tried to keep something that feels like it's unique to me. So it's nice to hear that you're hearing that.
Yeah, just keep trusting it.
Yeah, thanks.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Great to meet you.
Great. Lovely to meet you.
I'm a big fan.
I'm a huge fan of this. Thank you.
Thanks. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Artist Friendly. If you really liked it, You can follow, like, subscribe to the show anywhere you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple, Amazon. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.
Bad times, I don't